Hello and welcome to this video. In this video I am going to define the supply curve, and also in this video I am going to define one of the very important topic in the subject of economics, that is the equilibrium of supply and demand. So let's first define the supply schedule. Supply schedule can be defined as a relationship between the market price of a commodity and the quantity that producers are willing to produce and sell in the market. Let us take the same example of chicken meat. Here you can see that there are different situations and the price of the chicken meat per kg and the quantity supplied at that price. So in situation A, when the price is 550, the quantity demand is 3500. In situation B, when the price is 450, the quantity supplied is 3000. In situation C, when the price is 325, the quantity supplied is 2000. So now let's plot this data into the graph to draw a supply curve. So here you can see that in situation A, when the price is 550, the quantity supplied is 3500. So the first point will be here. In situation B, when the price is 450, the quantity supplied is 3000 kgs. So the second point will be here. And third situation, that is C, when the price is 325, the quantity supplied is 2000. And the third point will be here. So just like we have to plot all these points on the graph. And now let's draw the connecting line so that we can have the supply curve. So here you can see that the supply curve looks like this. As you can see in the graph that at higher prices producers are willing to supply more chicken as it is beneficial for them, and at lower prices producers will be reluctant to sell because it is not beneficial for producers to sell at those lower prices. So that's why this graph is upward sloping. So this is the supply curve or the supply schedule. Now let me define the factors that affect the supply curve, or those factors apart from price that can affect the supply curve and can even shift the supply curve towards the right or the left side of the graph. Number one is the new technologies. An equally important determinant of the production cost is the technological advances, which consists of the changes that lower the quantity of inputs needed to produce the same quantity of output. Such advances include everything from scientific breakthroughs to better application of the existing technology or simply reorganization of the flow of work. Production costs are primarily determined by the prices of inputs and technological advances. The prices of inputs such as labor, energy, or machinery obviously have a very important influence on the cost of producing a given level of output. Government policy also has an important impact on the supply curve. Environmental and health considerations determine what technologies can be used, while the taxes and minimum wage laws can significantly affect input prices. Government trade policies have a major impact upon supply. Finally, the special influences affect the supply curve. The weather exerts an important influence on farming and on the ski industry. The computer industry has been marked by a keen spirit of innovation, which has led to a continuous flow of new products. Market structure will affect supply, and the expectations about future prices often have an important impact upon supply decisions. Businesses are constantly changing the mix of products and services they provide. What lies behind these changes in the supply behavior? When the changes in the factors other than the goods own price affect the quantity supplied, we call these changes shifts in the supply. And now one of the very important topic in the economics, that is the equilibrium of supply and demand. The equilibrium point in the graph is on that price at which quantity supplied is equal to quantity demanded. Let us combine the previous example of supply and demand to find out the equilibrium point in the graph. So here you can see that this is the same previous data that was used in the example of supply and the demand for chicken meat. So now we can combine this data, try to plot this data on the graph to find out the equilibrium point. So here you can see in this graph, this line is the demand curve and this line is the supply curve, as you already know from the previous examples. So the equilibrium point is at the intersection of the supply and the demand curve. That is at this point where the price is 325 and the quantity demanded and supplied equals, that is 2000. Here you can see that the supply is more than the demand. It means here there is a surplus. And below you can see that demand is more than the supply. And what does that mean? it means the deficit. So this is the logic of the equilibrium of supply and demand. And here in this graph, you can see that a shift in the demand or the supply curve can also shift the equilibrium point. Here in this graph, you can see that if there is a shift in the demand curve, then the equilibrium point will also move to the right of the graph. If demand is increased and the supply remains constant, then the price will also increase and the quantity demanded will also be increased. And here in this graph, you can see that if the supply curve shifted towards the right side, you can see here that, and you already know, when the supply of a commodity is increased and the demand remains constant, then the price of that commodity will reduce. There are four possible changes in the demand and the supply curves. First, the demand rise. Second, the demand can fall. Number third, supply can rise. And the number four, the supply falls. So due to these possible changes in the supply and demand, the equilibrium point will also change according to the nature of change in the supply and the demand curve. So this is all about the supply schedule and the demand schedule. And I hope now you understand the logic behind the equilibrium of supply and demand and how supply and demand can be shifted due to various factors. So that's all in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and please like, share and also comment on the video so that I can create more videos like this.